Hello everyone, welcome back to Tom's Kitchen. Tonight we're going to look at cooking without recipes, where we just have some ingredients and we're going to put them together. We're not going to, say, oh, it needs exactly this much or exactly that much. More of a cooking by taste, cooking by heart. So let's get started. We're going to do some Thai food tonight. So I'm going to put a little bit of grapeseed oil into my largest deep-sided skillet. Get that moving around, and I'm going to tilt this just a little bit so you can see in here I have 4 cloves of minced garlic, an equal amount of ginger, and a jalapeno that over-ripened to a nice red directly from my garden. So we're just going to put that in. We're probably going to let this go for just about 20 seconds, get that garlic and ginger nice and fragrant. And then to that, we're going to add some Japanese eggplant, direct from my garden. So I've cut this, I've salted it, I let it sit for about 30 minutes, and then I rinsed off the salt, as well as some baby bellas that are sliced. There's a pound in there. I microwave them for 30 to 1 minute because mushrooms tend to soak up a lot of oil. We don't want that to happen. So that microwaving just changes the structure just a little bit. So this is nice and fragrant. I'm going to add in the eggplant. And let's let that cook for, I would say, let's say about 4 minutes or so. Okay, this has been going for about 4 minutes. So at this point we're going to add in our mushrooms and also some Thai basil leaves, which I grew these in my garden. So we have a nice handful. I think it's going to need 2 handfuls. I like that flavor a lot. Maybe you don't. Maybe you do. Add in more. That jalapeno is really getting to me. Enjoy the mushrooms. And let's let them cook for a bit. So that's cooked for about 3 minutes. I don't want the mushrooms mushy. Just, get them heated nicely through. So I'm going to take this and transfer it to the bowl. I'm going to add just a little bit of water. That's a 1/4 cup. Basically, I want to release anything that was stuck to the bottom of that pan. And now I'm going to add in, these were 2 very large chicken breasts. And they've had about a tablespoon or so of fish sauce on it, another tablespoon or so of low sodium soy sauce, marinating for about an hour. So let's put those in. And let's just cook that until the chicken is thoroughly cooked. How do you know when it's thoroughly cooked? When it doesn't feel mushy. These are small pieces. So you should know by now if the chicken is cooked through. Okay, the chicken is done. You know, I used a little bit of water in there. If you want something else, you could have used like something like chicken stock or even a little white wine. That was just, you know, a quarter cup of liquid there, which is 4 tablespoons full, right? Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, that's done. Now we're going to take the vegetables, add them back to the pan. Stir that around a bit. Get that all nicely coated. And of course, if you like this a little saucier, you could add more chicken stock to that. You could add a little more soy sauce. You could add whatever sauce you like in here. I really like hoisin sauce because I love the barbecuiness of it, the sweetness of it. So we'll see when I sit down at the table. Do I want to add that? I could add oyster sauce, or just have it a little more on the drier side. And then we're going to top it with some more fresh Thai basil leaves. Back into the bowl for serving. Okay, here we are with our finished dish. We have our chicken, mushrooms, eggplant, Thai basil. I'm going to serve it on a plate here. So with that is a little wedge of lime. And then I made a little cucumber salad with shredded carrots. Now the cucumber salad is sort of like, you know, when you're making a simple syrup for your best alcoholic beverages, except instead of water and sugar, you're using equal parts of rice wine vinegar and sugar, cooking that till all the sugar melts, gets dissolved into the rice wine vinegar, letting that cool. Then adding your sliced cucumber to that, letting that sit for about a half hour, and of course a few more basil leaves. Anyway, there it is. Don't know the Thai word for bon appetit, but bon appetit.